I'm Steve, and welcome to JamsinEntertainment. And welcome to the conversation. Just before we get started, there are many ways you can help. You can like and subscribe so you never miss a conversation. But most importantly, please share this video. Get the word out there as a community. We can talk about all the things that we love. Today on Throwback Thursday, we're looking at Lethal Weapon 3. This movie has a lot of ideas and very poor direction, in the sense that the story doesn't know what it wants to be. It's very tone deaf. And with that, there are also a lot of setups with no payoff. Beginning of the movie, Murtaugh is only 7 days away from retirement, which is a cliche. That's part of the problem why this has no direction and is tone deaf. It tries to throw like every cliche you can possibly think of, from a military movie or a cop movie or a buddy movie. They all fail. As I talked about briefly in my Lethal Weapon 2 review, Joe Pesci is in this movie and in the following movie. I have no idea why he's in this movie. There's absolutely no point. You can remove his character completely and nothing would change. I guess he's in there because he's Joe Pesci, but I mean, he's not funny Joe Pesci. At least they didn't give him lines to make him funny. He's just working with what he was given, and what he was given wasn't good at all. Going back to the opening, and things that, well, there's also things that don't make any sense, but I mean, again, like I said, they threw everything in there, including the kitchen sink. Beginning of the movie, for whatever reason, Murtaugh and Riggs are at a bomb scene. It was called in, they're there. Even the cops on the scene are like, what are you doing here? You're homicide, you have no reason being here. And Riggs has a throwaway one-liner like, oh, you're not still young. They fail at defusing the bomb, and the bomb squad shows up right afterwards, and there was plenty of time for the bomb squad to arrive and defuse it. This scene simply exists for them to be demoted to patrolmen, just for later in the movie to be reinstated as sergeants. And they don't have a team anymore. It's just the two of them again. They don't go into why they don't have a team anymore. It's just Riggs and Murtaugh, which there's nothing wrong with that. The chemistry between Danny Glover and Mel Gibson is still good and still enjoyable to watch. It's just the story that they're telling and participating in is not a good one. The very loose plot in here, there is a ex-cop named Jack Travis who abuses his information of being on the force and his access that he used to have on the force to get weapons from the cops, and most notably the armor-piercing rounds that are in storage. And him and a bunch of convicts are selling them on the black market. Poorly interwoven into this plot, they get the message across that these guns are getting into kids being like 16, 17, and Murtaugh kills one of them. Well, this one kid he kills in this shootout, he knows from the neighborhood, and they have a whole section where Murtaugh feels guilty, rightfully so. It's just the way that they tell this doesn't work. The script needs a handful more rewrites so it'd have a little more direction and it could be told better. The movie still has a couple chuckles in there, but it's not enough to uphold the movie. It's distracting, and I can't really get past that. This movie, well, it certainly shows why there's a fourth movie that takes place. I looked at the back of the DVD case. This movie is like 8 years or so after this movie. They probably were trying to make this a send-off, and it probably didn't do well at the box office. Someone somewhere was able to come up with a new script and get Mel Gibson and Danny Glover back for a fourth one. That's my theory. That's all I can speak of it because I haven't seen the fourth one. I know I was going to wait until watching all the movies to give a rating, but this one, just give it a pass. You can probably watch the first one and the second one and then the fourth one, no problem, because these stories are very loosely held together. Let me know your thoughts in the comments below on Lethal Weapon 3. If you like what you saw, like it. If you think other people will like it, share it. If you really liked it, hit the subscribe button. Thank you for watching, and live your imagination.